Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, Sister Jody.
Yes, Debe Blohm.
Bloom.
Yes.
Like the flower.
Like a flower. And Debbie, D-E-B-E. That's unique.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you're unique.
Well, thank you.
You are a joy for anyone who walks into the finance office on the second floor.
Yes. Madden.
Of Madden Hall. Yes. You have been with the Adrian Dominicans for how many years now?
I am completing my 19th year in June.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
In the finance office?
No, I've actually just finishing up my third year over in the finance department this May, but I was in the nursing department for many years before that. That's where I started.
And what was your position there?
I was the executive assistant to the nursing department and the director of nursing. So.
And what were some of the things you were responsible for?
Oh, many, many things. It was a case of if you needed something, you came to me, I would find it. Or if you had something you needed to let go of, I would find a place to put it. But really, I worked with the equipment, supplies, scheduling, and staff. It was quite enjoyable.
Yes, well, a very important position, I would say. And what drew you to the finance office?
I had completed my bachelor's at Siena Heights in 2015 and was just looking for a bit of a change because I had been in the nursing department for so very long. I was happy doing what I was doing. I was good at what I was doing, but I was ready for something different. And so I moved over to finance.
And loving it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, wonderful to be able to stay here on campus, but have a new position.
How did you happen to come to campus to begin with?
Well, my husband David worked here several years before I came to campus, so I was aware of the Adrian Dominican Sisters in the campus. He had let me know that there was a position open in the nursing department, and I had been currently working at Bixby and Herrick Hospital in registration, and felt that was a natural transition to work in the nursing department here. So.
And who was in charge at that time that might have interviewed you?
Alice Schultz was the director of nursing at that time, and Rosemary Abramovich had just taken over the administrative position for DLC, and they were a wonderful team, and I was so excited to come here. I bugged Alice for 2 months because I had interviewed for the position, but they still had to post it internally, and I had to wait for that process to complete before I would get the position. So every week I called and asked if they'd made a decision yet, because I really truly wanted to work here. It was such a lovely place that I'd known from with my husband. So.
Well, you must know the name of every sister in the congregation about now.
Oh, not nearly, but most of them. There are
at least
still
the ones
a few.
on campus. You're
Sure.
with. Do you come over to Maria for any financial?
I do.
Activity?
I oversee the DLC Bank, which is the bank that was put together for the sisters that live here in the Dominican Life Center. It gives them more access to the financial transactions to be able to cash checks and whatnot. So about once a month I schedule myself to come over here so that I can still touch base with everyone, and it's always lovely to see. The finance department knows not to expect me back as quickly as our volunteers because I usually get stopped in the halls saying hi to staff and sisters that I haven't seen in a long time.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, when, let's say the sister doesn't have money in her room, because we're encouraged not to do that. So she needs money for some event that she might be traveling or going on retreat or wanting to use the what do they call that? The powder.
The powder mill.
Powder mill. Yes.
Sure. They can come to the Dominican Life
and draw out money.
And draw out funds. They don't need to write a check, but if they have a checkbook, because it's open also to just any of the residents that might be over here that are recuperating from a surgery, or maybe had a minor health event that they need to be overseen with, but maybe they want to go out for lunch, but they don't have any cash on them. They can cash a check at the Dominican Life Center Bank.
What if they have like a Visa or a MasterCard,
Oh, we
have the bill? Can they submit the bill to you?
Sure.
And then you take care of it in
Sure.
the office?
A lot of times our sisters that are on the DLC bank do have one of their own credit cards and do need to make their monthly payments. We write those checks for them and get that out in the mail so they don't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
How many women do you work with? Are there any sisters in the finance office?
We have a pool of volunteers. I think there are about 14 ladies that specifically work in the finance department in one
14.
aspect or another.
Oh, my.
So several of them are my Dominican Life Center Bank volunteers, but we have ladies like today that are helping us with putting the monthly statements out. There's
You mean
4
our
ladies.
sisters?
Yes,
Mhm.
they help get them in the envelopes and get them ready for the mailing. And we have
Would Shirley Tilk be one of them?
Shirley actually comes in every day. She works on filing. She's not necessarily one of our statement group, but Sister Dorothy Booms is over there right now, plugging along and keeping us on task.
What about Sister Fran Lombard?
Fran Lombard, she does several things for us. She works in the Dominican Life Center Bank, and she also does some data entry for us. So when the ladies have their hair done here, it's kind of a cashless system.
Yeah.
So the hairdressers record who got what services, and Sister Fran enters that into the computer so that it will charge their account for them.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
What a system.
It
I
is.
should
It's a
say.
wonderful system.
Yeah. And what are your major responsibilities?
I like to say I'm the money lady. So if you need cash, I'm the one that you can come to and get it from. If you need to cash a check or make a deposit. So I have all the positive side of the finance department. Karen Byer does she keeps the lights on. So she sends the money out and I bring the money in.
And Ashley?
Ashley Stagg,
Yeah.
she and I work very closely together in members accounting. So we oversee the budgets that the ladies put together. So if there's questions about vacation or retreat or their monthly amount that they get, we're the gals that take care of that. We also order your checks for you if you run out. We make sure that you have plenty of those. So.
And who's your manager there?
My direct supervisor is Marilyn Lenhart. She kind of oversees the office. And above her is Sarah Stoddard. And wonderful group of ladies to work with. I couldn't be more happy.
I've been in your atmosphere and environment there, and it's very peaceful and happy. Who's been there the longest, would you say?
It's Janine Zimmerman has been there the longest, but only by 6 months. I came in 6 months after she.
Oh.
So we both hold the highest amount of years there. She's been in the finance office the entire time, so I've only been there for 3 years, but on campus we've been there longer.
Seems more than 3 years.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Some days it seems like, whew, I've been here for a long time, and then others I'm still learning. So it doesn't seem like I've been there as long as I have.
Are you in a position that you can make some recommendations, like around making up budgets? I mean, the directions and.
Sure, we
How to
We always have
clarify
input. I can give input as to if I think if an instruction needs to be more clarified. They do come to us every year. Once Sarah has the budget ready or is getting the budget ready to present to the general counsel before we print it and send it out. So we are able to put some input in there.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
What might be the challenges that you face in the position you're in now?
Well, let me think. There's not too many. Sometimes it's a rush if someone has run out of checks, trying to get them get their checks quickly to them, because it does take a while to get them printed and sent out. So we have to solve a few problems of I may need to write a rent check for someone, and trying to get all that taken care of so that their finances move smoothly through the system.
Now, if someone, let's say, from the general counsel is going overseas and needs euros or some other monetary denomination, are you able to secure that?
Sure. We usually need about 48 to 72 hours to put a money order in for anything that's a foreign currency. But we have easily gotten euros in. When Sister Attracta was here, she used to go back to Ireland, so we always had euros ready for her, or had to order some in. We've had to get pesos in for when trips to the Philippines have happened. So, yeah, we were able to do those things for the sisters.
And, well, the euro is pretty common now, so, yes.
Usually we have a few left over, but we most often we'll have to order in the amount that they need. So
a sister from Maria or a sister from Regina could come over and talk to you personally, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There might be some new women on campus of our sisters who may not know that, so I think that's why I'm underlining that.
Yes, no, we're more than happy for anyone to come over, even just to say hi.
Yes.
But if you've got any questions about your finances, about your account, how things work when you come to campus, especially when it comes to transactions like the powder mill, with the cashless system that we have. Lots of questions happen when someone new comes to campus. Please come over and see us. We would love to talk and show you around that system.
And also, if you have questions on about your budget, or what do we call it when you send what's happened in the previous month? There must be a name for that. I forget.
Would that be like your excess funds when you have to send those in?
No. But every month you send out
your statement?
Statement, thank
Sure.
you.
The statements usually come out about the 10th of the month. So if you have any questions, if you see a charge on there that may have, that you don't think is yours, give us a call. We'll look it up, research it, and if it's not yours, we'll take it off and make sure it gets to the correct person.
What if I find something on my Visa?
Visas, if you have a congregation credit card, the JP Morgan Chase, Becky Duchesne is the worker in our office that handles that one. She is in the same office with Sarah Stoddard. If you had any questions about a questionable charge, or if for one reason or another your credit card has been compromised, give Becky a call and she will take care of that quite quickly for you.
When the sisters come for Jubilee, do they come in to find out who they've been talking to on the phone or emailing?
Yes, it's wonderful. During Jubilee leadership, we get a lot of the prioresses pop in. But it's always wonderful to have someone come in that you've been talking with, you haven't actually met yet, and to say hi and get to know them, get a face to the name and to the voice.
Yes. Have you noticed a lot of changes since you've been here these 18 years?
Oh my. Yes,
Yeah.
Lots of changes,
what
lots of
comes to
physical
mind?
changes. Since I've been here, St. Catherine Chapel was changed.
Oh, yeah.
The Regina building was just finishing up its renovation. I've been here through the Weber renovation. Madden Hall's had a few little nips and tucks. So yeah, lots of changes on campus since I've been here.
Especially when you were here in the nursing. Were you
Yeah.
here when they added the 2 South and 3 South?
No, I just missed that. I don't think I really missed it.
No. It was hard on everyone.
It was, but
what a joy we have that now. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful campus. When I first came here, I was trying to decide between Herrick Manor and coming here. And I did about a week over at Herrick Manor before interviewing here. And it was such a difference from a public facility of long-term care to this private facility. This isn't a facility. It's the sisters' home.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're part of it.
And I'm grateful to be. I am so grateful to be. Yes, it is really a family. Working here on campus and with the Adrian Dominican Sisters, there is an intangible thing that happens. You're blessed every day, one way or another, and you can't put a price on that, and your soul just lifts up. I'm so grateful. I don't ever see really leaving until retirement, but
Till they take you out on a stretcher, huh?
no, I will leave before that. I have plans. But I will be here for as long as you will have me.
Well, we're very fortunate to have you, and the joy you bring when someone might have a problem, I being one of them. So thank you for all I would call it ministry to our sisters and ministry to the whole congregation. And I say that thinking of all the women in your office who do the same. So give them my gratitude and the gratitude of the sisters, will you please?
Yes, I will.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you.